Dude, there is nothing like accidentally taking a selfie. Well, howdy, internet people. It's Bo again. Y'all, this is how I talk to God, This is how I talk to God. And, I didn't choose the method, okay? I can only observe, take notes, analyze. That's it. I think, honestly, doing substances is really interesting because it's like, too much is bad, but for me, too little is bad. And there's a fine fucking careful ass line, because it can quickly go one way or the other, and I just gotta be smart. And smart in a way that defies normal methods of, organizational blah-biddy-blah. Man, listen. I'm gonna keep doing my shit, and I'm gonna keep feeling bad. And I'm gonna keep bouncing back from feeling bad. And and it's just gonna go over and over, but I'm gonna keep going. You know what? I'm not gonna fucking, I'm not gonna, give up. I know I would never give up, at least not for very long. I mean, unless... Even if, I feel like I might be talking shit. I might be totally wrong. But I feel like even if something very severely bad happened to me, it's it might take me a long time relatively, months or so. But it's I would eventually, because I just, I have a will to live. Even though in a very, very, very deep part of myself, I don't fear death. On a surface level, I absolutely fear death. But, even though... I am shakily confident in my eternal soul, and that we're all gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Okay, listen. Then I want to live, even though sometimes I fucking hate life, man. Sometimes I'm so frustrated. A lot of times. I've been fucking pissed off and depressed, nonstop for the past few weeks now. It's killing me, y'all. It's fucking killing me. This shit is killing me. God damn, fuck. I can't even, get a break. I've tried it all. I've tried all sorts of shit. But you know what? I'm good. I'm good. And, I'm good right now. That's for fucking sure. Oh, yeah, baby. All day. And fuck you if you want to talk about me. And my shit. I'm not going to elaborate that. Okay, listen. You know what? You don't have to listen. I don't care. And maybe that's the key. I just need to not care. You know what? I got my shit. I want to see J-Reg. I want to move in with my girlfriend. I want to conquer Charlotte. I want to, push the boundaries of my relationships, not in a bad way, I want to push the envelope. I want to bring my relationships up, motherfucker. All of them, but particularly my close ones. I want to be assertive. I want to be assertive in both in that, but particularly in my non-close life, work or whatever. I'm gonna fucking fuck this tattoo apprenticeship up, in a good way, kind of how you fuck up your girlfriend or whoever, dude, yeah, and then you know what? I'm gonna fucking feel bad. I'm gonna feel real fucking bad, and I'm gonna just keep going. I'm just going to keep fucking going. Because, you know what? And it's not even just okay, I have two things that I'm very happy I have. One, I have this Naruto-ass, fucking, I'm going to be the president. Or, whatever. And it's, dorky and whatever. But, this shit keeps me going. You can call it a delusion. You can be me and say that it's my, true whatever. But it's, I have big expectations for what I want out of this life. And, I won't settle until it'll never be enough, but that's fine. It's I can be stuck here, all badass brained, oh my God, there's no end to the wants. Where does the desire end and shit? All that fucking philosophical ass bullshit. But it's fuck it. You can't change it. So just accept it and move on and have a lot better of a time. You know what? This world is fucked up. And you know what? Fuck it. Okay, so it's fucked up. So what? Let's go. Let's go, motherfucker. I hope I die in a dramatic, awesome way. You know, and that's not even me being suicidal. I just like, I wanna fuck shit up, you know, in a good way. To me. If you don't like what I define as good, you better, watch out. But you know, it's like, listen. You know, okay, here's a secret. You want to know the secret to make, if you like my music, and if you like my music as of right now, September, whatever, 21st? Yeah, it's the first day of fall. What's up, y'all? Happy fall. Hey, fall, y'all. If you actually like my music, and let's say you want to make music, here's just one random tip. And there's a billion tips that I could give, but here's like a spiritual tip. To get to the spiritual side of music. Life is music. Notice the rhythm of just like everything happening around you. And you know what? There's an auditory side to that. There's also more. So it's like, you know, not only do I make music like I'm a producer, but I'm also like, we're taking these fucking cigarettes. I'm learning to be proud of my production, but at the end of the day, if you had to say, are you a producer or a rapper? You can only choose one. I'm like, okay, I'm a rapper, you know, and, it's like, you know, I love spoken word, not the genre, I mean, if you like that, you know, that's cool, but, not my thing, no, I just love words because it's like, it's sound, but it's like, I don't know, words are like magic. They're magic in the sense that, like, you utter an incantation and it makes something happen. Even if it's something as small as putting a thought into somebody's head. It's like you just created something with just your words, you know, that's magic. And you might consider that really pathetic magic. It is, you know, relatively small to what Harry Potter ass shit you might be having in your head of what magic should look like, but like at its most fundamental level, you speak something and something happens in the real world, even if it's something that you can't visually confirm. Like if I say banana, and like, you know, I might also not have control of my magic. For example, if I just run into a room and I'm like, banana. Some people might think of bananas. Some people might think, who the fuck is this guy? Some people, I mean, like, you can't control how people are going to react unless you get really good at your magic, you know? You can't have total control. Just don't pursue total control. Like, I was never a control freak, but like, you know, I just like thought this, and like, you know, you can just say that I'm smudged and that I'm just talking at my ass, but like, you know, like I purposefully left the house and went on a walk saying like, I think this is going to be a spiritual experience, and I feel like I'm having it. And I feel like this is, you know, cringy to say or whatever, but I feel like I was maybe a control freak in a past life, or something that could be described as that. You know, I have like a lot of theories on like the afterlife and the spirit, whatever, but it's hard to put into words. Some of it is. I'm sure I could put it into words if I tried really, really, really hard, and I want to one day. I want to do that. But it's also like I'm just a little monkey man. Like I can't even understand some things that I've seen. And they do defy words. And they even defy, like, I don't know, man. You know? It's all cool, though. This is a cool stream, y'all. We're chilling. We are live. It is, you know who's viewing me? God. I probably define God as something very different than you do. Well, but fundamentally, maybe not that much. I don't know. I feel like God is like you know, it's not a bearded man in the sky, but maybe it could be, you know? Okay, so there's this fictional book called American Gods by Neil Gaiman, and when I read it, it was really cool because it's low-key what I unironically believe, that entities, but I'm also willing to believe that I'm wrong. Like, I mean, it's just like, this is existence. Anything is possible. And maybe this specific universe has laws that are either impossible, quote, quote, to break, or very, very hard to break. And so, you know, but it's just like, you're not just a blip on planet Earth. You're not just a blip in this universe. You're a blip in the multiverse. And the multiverse is, if you don't like the idea of the expansive universe, don't think about the multiverse too much, okay? As Peter Draws said, secondhand, I'm not very familiar with his content, but David was saying that I think everyone should have a healthy fear of space. Yeah. But oh man, you can tell when cigarettes are a problem because it's when you smoke one, you think about the next one before the one you have is even done. That for me is like, okay, you should be more conscientious about your smoking. And see, that's the key, conscientious. I'm not saying, like, the first step is not stop smoking. And please apply this to other things in your life. If you are a non-smoker, please still listen to this. So you have this thing that you want to change. Maybe it's bad, maybe it's good, maybe it's different. I don't fucking know. You have this thing, okay, that you, like habit. Don't start by saying, like, oh, I'm going to smoke. I mean, like, maybe, you know, whatever works. Okay, first and foremost, whatever works for you, works for you. My advice could mean totally fucking nothing. But if this advice helps you, you know, try it out, I guess. But, how I do it and what has worked for me, specifically just me, not anybody else as far as I know, is, just be conscientious first. Like, it's not that I put up a bulletin board and I'm like, okay, I'm going to smoke 2 cigarettes today, and then tomorrow I'm going to smoke 1, and then in 3 weeks I'm going to smoke 0, or like, it's not like that I have to have a big dramatic moment where I'm like, I'm going to stop smoking. It's just that I'm conscientious. And you know what? Sometimes in a little battle, just a small battle, my head will be like, damn, I want a cigarette, and I'll just try and be like, no, let's not, just this once. This is nothing to say about an hour from now, 5 minutes from now. You know, maybe I will succumb and smoke a cigarette, but then I'm at least thinking about it. It's something I know. It's just, well, but that's just, you know, advice for life. Just be more aware of everything. Just try and think about everything. And, you know, see, the problem with this is then you overthink. So don't overcorrect. Do you see what I'm saying? If you're not thinking enough, don't think so constantly that you're anxious and like falling apart. I mean, and that's exhausting. Like, your brain is a muscle. Like, you can't think about everything constantly. Like, some things are going to slip by, and that's fine. But just work that muscle. Try and get it a little stronger. Try and think about stuff more often. That's all it is. Work your consciousness muscle. Oh god, this just turned into the most like generic spiritual advice bullshit. And it just took me 30 times longer to say it. This would be much more effective or at least it'd be much more effective in the views I would get if I would just slap some eye-grabbing title, write down everything, you know, edit it 30 times until it's just this gray sludge, and then just, you know, make a YouTube video that looks like every other YouTube video. I mean, well, I intend to upload this to YouTube eventually, but it's like, I'm not like speaking to quote my YouTube audience right now, you know, like I'm almost just like talking to myself. I feel like, you know, like the red light, quote, quote, like recording, like used to make me so nervous, and I think I'm finally at the point where I can almost just ignore it, or that it almost makes me comfortable. At least this one specific incident. Like, it's like, you know, I don't, yeah, I would probably feel a little weird if I just said everything I just said, but just as I'm walking down the street. And I am kind of obsessed with the stupid human idea of like preserving a legacy and leaving a mark on the world. And it's like, so yeah, it's like I do want my words to be recorded and then to put somewhere where they'll last, a few years, a century, maybe even a couple thousand years, who knows, maybe even a really, really, really long time. I mean, it eventually at some point will go away, but I don't know. It's just like, it's an ego thing, and that's okay. You have your spiritual things and you have your ego things. We are on this earth to have an ego. Like, it's like, I'm a soul, but I'm also Noah Suleiman, whatever, take your pick. Sorry, see, I just had like a thought in my head that's like, it's part of my like head canon with life, and it's really hard to describe. And it would be really, it's like, I'm on season 9, baby. I'm not gonna try and TLDR like it all right now and like catch you up to speed. I'm sorry, but like my headcanon for like me and my life is fucking crazy, bro. You should see the wiki articles, the lore, baby, the lore, yeah. Oh man. Oh, who am I? Who are you? Whoa, I'm in this weird thing where I'm like kind of transcending time a little bit. I'm like hearing what I say before I say it. And you can say that's just me thinking before I speak, but it's like, normally I'm pretty bad at speaking. Like, I've been going pretty hammer on this shit, but it's like, normally I stutter. I like take a long time to like articulate myself. I can't like articulate, like obviously I can articulate myself with my like very close, the moms, the Sarahs, the Davids, the creme de la creme, it's like, but, yeah, or even, with myself, sometimes I will talk with myself, 98% of the time, not out loud, just like in my head, the head canon, but it's like, this machine is running really smooth tonight. I have no idea why. I think it's because I wanted it. I was like thinking of praying to God and being like, hey man, and it's like, my ideas of God are also probably like largely, not necessarily trying to have a negative connotation here, but stained by Abrahamic God. And it's like, God. Oh, y'all, okay, you know what? I was just talking shit, talking about the well-oiled machine. Well, it just went and shit. Oh. And for no particular reason, I think now is a great time to segue into some silence. I'm going to smoke a cigarette and continue to walk. I hope you all are having a lovely evening or daytime or whatever. I don't know what you measure things by. I don't even know what I measure things by half the time. Whoa. And I'm dizzy. Okay, bye.